The night I saw Chloe's face on my feed again, my heart stopped. Not because I missed her. God, no. But because she was holding hands with my ex, Eli, and laughing like she'd just discovered the cure for heartbreak. It wasn't just the photo. It was the caption. Sometimes the universe gives you someone else's mistake. Yeah, someone else's mistake. And the comments? They were eating it up. Queen energy, upgrade, crazy ex could never. I scrolled until my thumb hurt, each comment feeling like a tiny paper cut. But what really twisted the knife were the hashtags she'd added at the bottom. Hashtag crazy ex-girlfriend, hashtag glow up, hashtag manifestation. I'd seen enough. I locked my phone and stared at the ceiling, heart pounding so hard I could hear it echo through the quiet of my apartment. That's the thing about betrayal. It's never loud at first. It starts small. A laugh that lasts too long. A friend who stops calling. And then, suddenly, your ex and your best friend are posting love quotes together while the world claps for their healing. Chloe and I had been inseparable once, like finish each other's sentences inseparable. We met our freshman year at the University of Michigan, both majoring in communications, both broke, both addicted to vanilla lattes and bad decisions. She was fearless, loud, and magnetic. I was more measured, the kind of girl who planned, who thought before speaking. Together, we were balance. When Eli came into the picture during junior year, Chloe was the first one I told. He was this ridiculously charming pre-med student, the type who quoted Rumi and drove a beat-up Subaru like he was too humble for better. He had that soft boy aesthetic before it was a trend. Disheveled hair, tired eyes, hands that always smelled like coffee and sanitizer. At first, Chloe loved him for me. She used to tease, "Finally, Mia, a guy who looks at you like your Wi-Fi and he just got signal." We were happy. Or I thought we were, until the cracks started showing. It began subtly. He'd make little comments about Chloe, how cool she was, how she reminded him of the kind of girl he used to date. I brushed it off. They were my two favorite people. Why would I suspect anything? But then came the messages. One night, after Eli and I fought over something stupid, I can't even remember what, I saw Chloe's name pop up on his phone. She just doesn't get you like I do. It felt like someone punched me in the lungs. I confronted him. He swore it was harmless, said Chloe was just trying to help. Then I confronted her, and she cried, big cinematic tears. "Mia, I would never do that to you. You're my sister. You're my person." I believed her, because back then, I still believed friendship was thicker than attention. Fast forward a year. Eli and I broke up. It was ugly, but not catastrophic. I blocked him, deleted old photos, went through the motions of moving on. Chloe helped me heal, or at least, I thought she did. She came over with takeout, watched sad movies, helped me write rage texts I never sent. Then, out of nowhere, she ghosted me, stopped answering, stopped showing up. A few weeks later, I found out why. Someone tagged me in a TikTok. It was Chloe, laughing into the camera, hair curled, wearing Eli's hoodie. The text on screen said, "When your friend calls you a snake, but her man calls you wifey, hashtag crazy ex, hashtag healing era." And I swear, the world stopped spinning. At first, I thought maybe it was a joke, that she'd lost her mind or joined some ironic performance art movement. But no, this was real. Within a month, she'd turned their entire relationship into content. TikToks, Reels, Lives, all centered around how she stole her best friend's man, all spun into this narrative of empowerment and glow-ups and choosing yourself. It was the kind of performative garbage social media eats for breakfast. People adored her. They didn't know me, didn't know what actually happened. To them, I was just the ex, the unnamed villain in their rom-com storyline. And I told myself I wouldn't engage, that I was better than petty revenge. But then, she crossed the line. One night, I was scrolling before bed when I saw her new post. It was a TikTok duet, my old graduation video, me smiling with my diploma, captioned, The girl who thought she was smarter than everyone else. Overlaid was Chloe laughing, mouthing along to a trending audio, "You played yourself." My hands shook so hard I dropped my phone. It wasn't just betrayal anymore. It was public humiliation. And if she wanted to play the internet's sweetheart, fine. But I was about to remind her that the internet has a long memory. The thing about Chloe, she used to overshare, and I had receipts. A year before all this, she'd screwed up big time, got caught cheating on her boyfriend at the time, a guy named Ryan. She'd cried for days, begged me not to tell anyone, sent me a flood of messages apologizing, blaming stress, insecurity, you name it. I hate myself, Mia. Please don't hate me too. I'll do anything to fix this. I just want to be better. I swear I'll never hurt anyone again. I'd comforted her, protected her, because that's what friends do. Now I had all those messages saved, so while she was busy building her brand on betrayal, I built my response. Quiet, calculated, surgical. I waited until she posted her next TikTok, the one that went viral. It was her, sitting with Eli, sipping wine, captioned, "When the ex calls you toxic, but you're just vibing." Over 300,000 views in 12 hours. Perfect timing. That night, I posted a single screenshot carousel on Instagram, her old messages to me, dated, unedited, heartbreaking in their hypocrisy. I didn't caption it, didn't tag anyone, just let her words hang there in silence. The internet did the rest. People started connecting the dots. Comments poured in. Wait, isn't this Chloe from TikTok? So she was the problem? Damn, karma came early this year. Her followers turned fast, faster than I expected. By morning, she'd gone private. By noon, the apology videos began. Tearful, shaky-voiced confessions about how she never meant to hurt anyone, how people grow, how she wasn't perfect. But no one bought it. The same audience that crowned her queen now wanted her head. I didn't say a single word, didn't post a follow-up, didn't need to. Her empire collapsed on its own. Weeks passed, my name stopped trending, her TikTok disappeared. Eli, he ghosted the internet completely. And for the first time in a long time, I felt something close to peace. But here's the thing about revenge. It's not about rage, it's about release. It's not screaming louder. It's whispering the truth and letting silence do the damage. I didn't win because I exposed her. I won because I stopped caring whether she apologized. I let her drown in her own performance. Months later, I ran into Chloe at a coffee shop. She looked smaller. Not physically, just dimmer. Her confidence, her glow, all that main character energy, gone. She saw me before I saw her. Our eyes met across the room. For a second, neither of us moved. Then she walked over, clutching her cup like a shield. "Mia," she said quietly, "can we talk?" I shrugged. "We're talking." She swallowed hard. "I messed up. Badly. I thought I could control the story. You didn't think I'd have proof?" She blinked back tears. "No, I didn't think I'd lose everything." I looked at her for a long time, at the girl who'd once sworn we'd be in each other's weddings, who'd cried on my shoulder after her first heartbreak, who'd stabbed me in the back for likes, and I just nodded. "Now you know what it feels like," I said softly. Then I turned and left. That night, I sat on my balcony, watching the city lights blur against the dark sky. It was quiet, peaceful. My phone buzzed once, a DM from an unknown account. "Thank you for standing up for yourself. I went through the same thing with a friend. You helped me walk away." I smiled. Maybe that's what revenge really is. Not destruction, but demonstration. Proof that you can burn someone's illusion without burning yourself. Chloe taught me that trust without boundaries is just a setup, that some people will build their happiness from your pain until you stop being their source. And me, I learned that sometimes silence is the loudest kind of revenge, because when you let the truth speak for itself, you don't have to say another word. You've just stepped into her revenge side, where every wound finds its justice, and every silence ends with truth. If her story struck a chord, make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Your support keeps these stories alive. Another secret waits in the next video. See how her revenge begins.